Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. I really love saying that because as soon as you say it, you go there to a place where everything is perfect, to a place where there's peace and gentleness, where everything is taken care of, where all your needs are taken care of, and all your worries drop off. And we all know that place. We all have spent time there. And now through the Advancement Center, it is becoming a reality and it is here now. And so I'm really excited to be here telling you about the magic and miracles and the Advancement Center. I was tapped on the shoulder a couple days ago and asked, not literally tapped, but asked if I would do the Friday update. And I was really excited to do this. I was told basically that there'd be no format and I could just express whatever would show up for me, in addition to giving an update of the weekly events at the Advancement Center. I feel like this week it's going to be more of a review and maybe a little bit of an update. And, and beyond that, I'm just going to go wherever my spirit takes me. Um, I want to start off by saying thank you for coming onto the broadcast. Thank you for supporting the Advancement Center. For those of you who are here live and those who will be joining on the recording. After Robert told me or asked me to do this, um, we immediately went into preparing the invitation. So I'm just going to share a little bit about that. Uh, right away, Robert, as we were looking for a picture to share on the invitation, he uh, remembered this picture that he had of Mr. Fix-It from a birthday card. And we all laughed. And I think what he was transmitting was the lightheartedness of this broadcast and the mischief that he talks about, a little bit of mischief. So that's the energy that's behind this broadcast. We then needed a second picture because the format of that first one wasn't going to fill the invitation. And we thought of some different things, but independently, Robert and I both thought of this little boy. And this little boy that you see on the invitation happens to be my grandson, and his name is Bryce. So first, I'm going to say, hi, Bryce. It's Dappa. I love you. And also my daughter, who's probably holding him or sitting with him if they're watching live. Um, Robert actually is Mr. Fix-It. He fixes things here with toothpicks and duct tape and glue, and I call him MacGyver sometimes. Uh, and my grandson is actually Mr. Fix-It in his own way, because if you watch him, like many children, he is already aware of everything, how things work, how things get put back together, how things are built. And it's amazing watching how advanced he is, and all children are, because they're in the world of magic and miracles. So if you go back to that place when you were a child and feel how free, that there were no rules, that you built and created and you tore down and then you built again. and you everything was taken care of. You had no worries. That's where you are right now. That still exists in you, and you can go there at any time because that child that is my grandson, that the children that you see is you. It's really you, and you're seeing yourself. They're closer to that world, but you are there also. You just have been shrouded by many programs of how to be, what to do, how to live, what to say, instead of just playing like a little child. And that's what I know is in each of you. And that's what I believe each of you will be living as the industry of magic and miracles becomes more and more in our field. So, as far as the updates, I want to start off by um, acknowledging Barbara Young and her leadership as the Advancement Center brought forward the financial division. Barbara is an amazing woman. She came here first and foremost to take care of Robert. But she, in her own right, is someone who can hold 9 universes in her hand at the same time and juggle them and communicate with all of them at once with love and gentleness and harmony. And in this particular instance, she is speaking about the financial changes that are coming on the planet through her association and her position at Swissendo, which she is a director in the Human and Well-being, Health and Well-being Department. But she is bringing forward information that the planet that's been kept from the planet, that will help you understand that the financial landscape will change, that things will improve, that the injustice and the manipulation will stop, and that what you truly know inside of you and that you've always known, and what that little child knows, is that you're always taken care of and you're loved. And the people at Swissendo, that is their mission, to provide your basic needs so that you no longer have to function in the system that is being dismantled. It's really a mission of love for the planet. And Barbara is bringing that forward through the Advancement Center, through Swissendo. And you can go get more information about Swissendo at swissendo.net. And she's offered the opportunity for anyone who wants to be involved in Swissendo, because it's an unbelievable opportunity to be a part of what's coming on the planet for humanity. So you are more than welcome to reach out to her through the Advancement Center if it's something you might be interested in. And I want to just applaud her courage for stepping in front of the camera and speaking this to all of us, and knowing that it's benefiting the planet. So thank you, Barbara. And that was on Sunday, a week ago. Wednesday, another one of the members of the staff of the Advancement Center on Monday, was tapped on the shoulder and asked that the Advancement Center would now move to expand to music for all. And she was also excited to do that because she is music. And for those of you who saw her broadcast on Wednesday, you felt that. And for those who didn't, you're welcome to go online and look for the recording. And I invite you to tune in next Wednesday at 12. I'm speaking of Genya Novak, who is an amazing being, full of music and precision. And she lights up when there's music because she is music. And I've been with her when there's been music, and she transmits an energy and a message beyond the music for people to be themselves, to be free, to be that child that we all are. And that's what happens to her. So I know you have many stories of how music impacted you. I certainly do. It's really been a part of my life. I feel like the music is in me. And I know the music's in everyone because you can feel it for everyone. And each week she'll be expressing new aspects of that music. And even as I'm speaking right now, you can hear my music. There are no instruments, but there's music. And the music rides just below the words or just above the words. It moves through and it communicates to you and it connects to you. And your music talks to my music, just as we might be having a conversation. And the music that's in me, that's in you, it can't really be defined. It permeates our field. And it's straight from our origin, straight from where we came from. So it's magic. And when we hear a song or we hear instruments, it just tunes into a frequency that we brought here, so that it may make us cry because it's our song. So she'll be bringing more of that forward, as Barbara will be bringing more forward on the financial front and how things are changing. I know too that who we really are, beyond what you see in the physical, are majestic beings. We are not what we appear to be. We are giants. And we are even beyond money. We're beyond the need of anything. I'll keep referring to Bryce. He's beyond it all. And as this transition comes and there's more provided for each person, the ultimate place of freedom is knowing you as that giant, knowing you as this being, that source, that's beyond everything. But the actual physical needs are important, and They are coming. They're coming for all of us. I now will just speak a little bit about how things led up to this week. And Robert and Simeon, who speak to us every week so brilliantly, were continuing broadcasting. And there was a moment when we kind of felt like Simeon was finished. And he's only finished speaking through Robert. And that's just for right now, because tomorrow that may be different. But he's still present and he's still speaking to us. And now I'm sitting where he sat and he's sitting where I sat. And he's looking at me and he's giving me 2 thumbs up, because this is what he wanted. He wanted me to step forward. He wanted Barbara to step forward, Kenya to step forward, and you to step forward, to step in your own being, to step into your power, to step forward, to share your gifts from your origin, which are amazing. And in one of the last broadcasts, he said, the blockages between you and yourself have been moved now. There's nothing interfering. And that we've all just been waiting to hear our own signal from ourselves. And when he said that, I knew he was finished at some level. Robert knew it after the broadcast in a fuller level. But what I saw was raindrops falling from the sky. And each raindrop, as it hits your face, it's your signal from yourself. It's you talking to you. And so if anyone has an opportunity to be in rain today, let it fall on your head, because it's you talking to you. And there's nothing blocking it now. You to you, source to source, is now here. And you can speak from that place and know who you are. So these things happened in a moment this week. We never know what's coming. And we all have stories. We could call them synchronicities, but it's magic and miracles. It happens, and you're taken to another place incredibly fast, with beauty and love, where you can't even understand fully what happened. So what I'd like to invite you to do for my future updates is to send an email to the Advancement Center at hello at Advancement Center. Hello at advancement.center. Thank you, Kenya. And tell us the miracles that happen in your life. I know they're happening right now. They're happening all the time, and you can share whatever you like, and maybe I'll share it on the next update without keeping your anonymity, if you prefer, just initials or nothing. Just but the Advancement Center is becoming more dynamic. It is changing. It is leading the way. And Robert has been doing this for quite some time. And now he's pushed it to this place where he always saw it, where more could be expressed, where you all could connect to us, and Magic and Miracles could move into a place where it's a household name, where everyone knows it and everyone knows what it means. And when they hear it, they just stop and everything falls off. I think that what Robert has done, it's too incredible for words. And if I start to speak about it, I probably will become emotional. But to know that, like Bryce, he came here without the programming. We all are not from here, but many of us had to come and have some preparation for being on this planet to operate here. And in that preparation, we were able, or we had to take on some of the programming. But Robert is void of that. And that's why he needed someone here to take care of him. Because the things that we do naturally that we take for granted, he didn't know how to do. And because of that, we're so fortunate because he didn't have the programming and he could speak to us from that place. And if you want to think of an example, it's like Gulliver waking up and there's this little town and they've got him strapped down, but he's like, what is this? And he's able to see that, oh, you're just stuck in some fencing to the people, and that he can tell you, no, that's not how it is. It's you're free, like you can walk out. And because he could see, and he is allowing us all to see from that vantage point, because we are all giants and we are the same. We just have taken on some of the veils that keep us from saying that we're that giant. And I'm so personally thankful for having been in his life or being in his life. And I know you are too if you've heard him speak. So there's so much more that could be said about Robert. But I will just say that and say thank you. And knowing that always we're being pushed forward. He's often said, I'm giving you a leg up over the fence to surpass me. And if you could imagine Gulliver just reaching down to one of the little Lilliputians and giving him a leg up over the fence, it's pretty easy. But only the Lilliputian has to be ready to step over the fence. So I'm going to just read a couple things to you. And I apologize for looking down as I read and looking back at you, but I just want to do that. From my origin, I only know perfection and I only know love. And I express that through writing. And I want to share just a couple things that I wrote. This first thing is the industry of magic and miracles, where we are and what's being built and what's here. Magic and miracles are here to stay, leading the world in a different way. It works from beyond what your eyes can see. The world outside matter, all humanity's free. The Renaissance, the Industrial Revolution, and Silicon Valley too. These great changes came in our world to help prepare you for the last industry that we'll ever need, magic and miracles. You can feel what it means. You feel it so strongly. It's what you came here to do, to bring the perfection of your origin with all the beings that you knew. This new industry that's here surpasses the original plan. Magic and miracles, a gentle touch of your hand, a smile on your face, and a glow in your eyes, a higher standard and value that we all know from inside. Supported by billions, many of whom you can't see. They will soon make themselves known as you become free. Come find your place in this industry and let everyone know the magic and miracles you experience from both above and below. Join the celebration and each one raise a glass to celebrate this moment because it's all happening so fast. A movement, a revolution. We all feel and know it's true because the greatest miracle of all has always simply been you. So Magic and Miracles is here. And it doesn't take much to go there because you know it. Because as soon as you hear those words, you connect to all that it means. This is called It's You. It has always been you. It's you. It has always been you. Many have come before to tell you this truth. It's you. It's you. It has always been you. The masters have said this, from Jesus to Lao Tzu, from Buddha to the prophets, from all the angels that exist. The list is so long, and no one can stop it. To stop you from hearing this one great truth, that they are amazing, and so too are you. They have raised the dead, but so have you. They have healed the sick, and you do that too. They have moved mountains, that we know, and they're mountains you move just to get where you go. A master once said, the works that I do, even greater than these, will come from you. It's hard to believe that we are the same, but they never wanted to be separated by name. They came just as you have, directly from source, to deliver the message of love, of course. They spoke before many, but so do you. In the presence of all you meet, your majesty comes through. That's all there is. It has always been you. Anyone who tells you differently wants to be your guru. Yes, it has always been you. Know that you are the sun. And if you feel the same, please pass it on. You are awesome, amazing, magnificently bright, knowing all things, one with all things, the source of all light. You chose to forget and experience this duality, but deep down inside, you know your royalty. When you're ready to remember all that is you, your eyes will be open to all that is true. Don't you know who you are? Don't you know who you are? Don't you know who you are? Don't you know? You're a bright shining star. You have come from so far. Don't you know who you are? Don't you know? But until you choose to remember all that you are, judge no one's path as you watch from afar. For like you, they are living all they are not until they return to the light that they forgot. You can't know who you are till you know what you're not. You got to lose what you know before you know what you've got. You are me, I am you, I am God, so are you. Don't you know who you are? Don't you know? You're a bright, shining star. You have come from so far. Don't you know who you are? Don't you know? You are awesome, amazing, magnificently bright, knowing all things, one with all things. You're the source of all light. So until next week, from all of us here at the Advancement Center, and to you, Bryce, I wish you, we wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and an extremely magic future. Thank you.